Hey everybody, Nick from TriRig here. Today's video is going to be a little technical demonstration of the Alpha Prime, just going over all the ins and outs of this new bar, how to install it, how the routing works, etc. And we'll start right here with the base bar itself. This is an all-new wing shape designed from the ground up. This is the fastest wing we have ever tested, and it was sculpted basically as a single piece, right from the front edge of the wing and the hand grips themselves all the way back to the stem clamp. So you can just see generally it's a smoother shape than we've ever had before, and it has so much just complex shaping throughout the skin surfaces. It's a little bit of a modified cam foil here with the flatter back, not completely, and those foils change as we go along. You can see it still retains the internal stem cavity structure as our previous bar did, and this is large enough to hold a Di2 5-port junction, or of course enough for plenty of routing of cables, wires, etc. Brand new is that on the bottom we now also have routing for bikes that use disc brake routing that goes straight into the headsets or into the top bearings of the bike. And so you can route in either direction or both, really, depending on how your bicycle works, and that'll be no problem. So this bar is going to be compatible right out of the box with almost everything on the market without any need for modification or any crazy routing or anything. There's a little bit of guidance in the bar so that generally you can just poke a cable straight through and it'll come out the other end. No problem. I tend to do this, just start with a brake cable first and then leave it short, and then you can put your housing or whatever on the other end of this and just pull it on through. But that's going to be the same case for both sides. And then if you need to go down because you're doing some kind of disc brake routing or whatever, there's a nice big through hole right there on the bottom for easy routing. And then these two holes here are for the arrow matched stem spacers. So they help you lock in and prevent any rotational shenanigans. And they also preserve that really nice routing. You can see there's nice broad routing open areas here so that no matter what wonkiness your particular bike likes to do with disc brake cable routing, it'll be nice and easy to get your cables wherever they need to go. So as you can see, everything is generally really straightforward and easy to work with in terms of the cable department. And then once everything is routed and tucked in place, if you have a junction tucked in there and wires, etc., then you just take the cable cover, put it on top, and it'll go straight into your headset, keeping everything covered and hidden from the wind. Nice and easy. So that is the cable routing situation. Next up, let's talk about the brand new Sawtooth monopost and the new Sawtooth monopost wedge that goes along with it. This is an update for Alpha Prime, but it is backwards compatible with Alpha 1. So these Sawtooth monoposts are going to be available for purchase separately, and they will come with the new Sawtooth wedge. So it basically works exactly like the old monopost did, with this wonderful easy stack adjustment that gets held in place by just a single 4mm wrench going into that screw up front. This keeps everything real nice and robust. And so you can stack as many water bottles as you want up there. No matter what your BTA situation looks like, this is going to be rock solid. And if you want to make any changes to your stack, it's just, again, just the one bolt up front. Really easy change. You can even make changes in the middle of a ride if you want to. So there's the monopost, and again, the new Sawtooth version is available separately. On top of that monopost is the brand new Modular Dragonfly. So this takes everything that was great about the existing system and just makes it better. So first of all, we've basically combined the old Dragonfly with our wingspan extenders so that you can have additional reach fore and aft if you want to, a whole bunch of different mounting positions, the integrated BTA there, and of course continuous tilt just as we had before. So it sits on top of the monopost like this, and then with this tilt washer, which is a nice handy forward guidance etching on there, just 2 screws actuated with a 4mm wrench, and everything is good to go. And you can just loosen to change your tilt from -5 to +17 degrees, and then you just tighten with these 2 screws. And again, it's so simple, you can even make adjustments mid-ride. But again, what's new about the Dragonfly is that it is modular. So there are these nice removable extension clamps that you can put under the surface of the Dragonfly. They have 2 different mounting positions, and they can also be flip-flopped in case you want your extensions really far out. And they're super easy to use. Just 2 screws attach them to the bottom of the Dragonfly. And as with everything I've shown you so far, that gets done with a 4mm wrench. Basically, 1 wrench is all you need for just about every adjustment on this bike. So if you want to use standard extensions, the clamp is there. And it has a little wedge clamping mechanism over here. It stays out of the wind. It's real nice and easy to use. And there, again, with that 4mm wrench, tightens everything down. It's a direct address wedge, so you get a ton of torque really easily out of it. You don't have to tighten the wedge very much, and your extensions go exactly where you want them. And again, that bolt is always available in case you want to make a little adjustment. But let's say you have a super extension setup. Then all you have to do is remove those clamps from the bottom, and now you've got these Scoops Ultimate SL with nothing underneath to foul the wind or, add any aero drag. So regardless of whether you're using super extensions like this one or standard extensions and cups like this setup over here, you've got the fastest possible setup right out of the box. And I think that's pretty much it as far as the technical details of Alpha Prime go. What you get in the box is pretty much what you see here, minus the extensions and cups. You get the base bar, the Sawtooth monopost, the aero match spacers, the stem clamps, the modular Dragonfly, the tilt washer, the cable cover. This bar is ready to rock. I think it's the most exciting bar we've ever made. In our opinion, this is the best bar on the market and definitely one of the most important products we've ever made in terms of making an actual difference to real-world triathletes. So thank you so much for watching. Check it out now at TriRig.com.